What's up, guys? So today I'm going to show you guys how I prepare for a kayak tournament. So it's almost February. Today's January 31st. February 1st is tomorrow. The TNKATT trail is about to start up. The first tournament of the season is on Cherokee Lake, which is one of my favorite lakes. And it's going to be on February 17th, I believe. It's a Saturday. So I got to start preparing. I got to start getting my stuff together. I got to clean up the kayak, which I've already done. Get all my camera mounts back on the rig, get them rigged up, get my wires ran, and get my tackle organized and prepared for that tournament. So, if you guys followed along with the Elite Series last year on Cherokee, it was right around this time of the year whenever they came and fished that lake. And a lot of the anglers dominated with that little Demiki rig, just like this right here. Using the VMC Moon Eye with that 90-degree eye wire tie right there, and a small little swim bait just like this one. So I've already got one rigged up on my spin rod set up, and I'm going to basically start off with that. I'm actually going to try something new. I went and got this big open Plano box, and this is basically what I'm going to call my day box. Instead of taking a lot of equipment with me, last year I made a mistake, and I would carry 6-7 rods with me out there on the kayak, and I would have my crate just full of stuff, the floorboard of the kayak full of baits. And I would get overwhelmed when I get out there. I'd get overwhelmed. I would start switching things in and out, just not stick with anything. You know, I would get bit on something, I would stick with it for a couple hours, and then I'd start switching up, and I just keep switching. And I wasted a lot of time doing that. So this year, to better prepare myself, I'm gonna start doing my research, start researching lakes a month in advance, start looking at YouTube videos, figuring out what's working at that particular month that we're going to that lake. And I'm going to stick with that plan right there. And I'm going to start pre-fishing every weekend up till the day of the tournament. And I'm just going to dedicate myself to do that. It's the only way I know to do it, and it's the only way I'm going to be able to figure something out. I can't take off work to fish that week prior to the event. So, I'm just going to have to fish the weekend before and see what works. Alright guys, so we're out here in the garage. I've got the kayak all set up and I'm ready for Sunday when I get to go fish. Saturday I'll be working a 24-hour shift on the rescue truck. Sunday I plan on getting up early. It's supposed to be snowing. It's supposed to be really, really cold. I'm going to try to brave it, and I think a couple of us are going to go and do a little bit of fishing. But we're going to go see what we can do. But anyway, I want to show you how I got this kayak set up, because I'm doing something a little bit different for this year. I'm actually going to be using a day box. And what's a day box? So a day box is kind of like on your big bass boats. A lot of the guys will pick up baits that they're going to use for today and put them in that day box that's right there in front of the console on their bass boat. So basically, I'm going to do the same thing out of a kayak, and I'm going to try to not dig into my crate right here. So I'm going to try to set it up like that to where I don't have to dig into that crate. I don't have to, or I shouldn't have to do that. So basically, let me spin the camera around. I'm going to show you. So basically what I'm going to do is I've got this Plano box right here, and it fits perfectly underneath my seat. And so I have all kinds of baits in there that I'm going to throw that day. Whoop. guess you would call it a junk box. All right, so we'll fix that. We'll fix that in a few. So anyway, I have like some tubes. I'm definitely gonna throw some tubes, and I got those little swim baits from L&M Custom Back Snacks. And I've also got the bigger swim baits I'm gonna throw on an underspin. Now if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna be Texas rigging some stuff, and I got some jig trailers in here from Doomsday Tackle, using the Reapers here, 3.2s. And I just dropped them on the floor. Using the 3.2s and so forth. Now, I have all my big baits up here. Now this is something new from Scott Squirrel Tackle Company, the Oxycontin, as they're calling it. And I think this is designed by David Mullins for Cherokee, for this technique. Let me open these up with one hand. And basically, we have a small little swim bait to be used on a head, on a jig head, for, let's get that zoomed in there, for the Mickey style baits. So I forgot I had those, and I found them in my tackle, so I threw them in there to be used. Also, I've got an A-rig from Shane's Baits, the Fifth Element, already rigged up, ready to roll. So right here I have the Mickey style baits, the DT6s, and some Spro rock crawlers, and some jerk baits, rattle traps. There's a wiggle wart in there, and some flat-sided crankbaits, some spinner baits, and jigs. So basically that's what I'm going to be throwing. That's what I'm going to start off with, implementing a day box out of a kayak. Not exactly sure if anybody else is doing this or not. If they are, great. I haven't seen no videos on it. So that was just something that I saw at the tackle shop, and I said, hey, that'd be perfect for a day box type thing. And as you can see, I can slide it straight in underneath my seat, and if I want to change something out, I can pull it back out and do that. Now, in order for me to do that with this kayak seat, I had to put these little spacers in right here. You can see how the seat comes up, and I got these little cloth looking spacers, and that was just enough to get this box in and out. Otherwise it was really tight. And it was hard to get in and out. So I put those spacers in on the seat. Now that box can slide in and out. My weight on top of the seat should not cause any kind of issues or anything. But anyway, and of course, I got the camera mount for the front, camera mount in the back, and my flag, which is very, very important so you do not get ran over out there on the lake. Got my paddle set up. Now the rods I'm going to take with me are I'm going to take 2 spinning rod setups. Basically that's going to be like a, both of them are going to be rigged up the Mickey style. And then I've got the 7.3 heavy with a swim jig on there. Of course, I'm going to throw the underspin on this one. And of course, we got the Concept Z reel with 15-pound fluorocarbon line. The one with the 13 reel has 6-pound test line. The one with the Daiwa Revros has the I think 20-pound braid with 8-pound fluorocarbon. For my cranking setup, I'm using a Dixie Custom rods. My cranking setup, I'm using a Dixie Custom rod. That's a 6/8 medium light, and it's basically a jerkbait and crankbait setup. 6/6 to 1 gear ratio with a Concept Z, or Concept A, excuse me. And then I'm throwing, and then for my rattle traps and my spinner baits, I'll be throwing a Dixie Custom medium heavy 6/3, and that's also a Concept A 7:3 gear ratio. And that's pretty much going to be my setup for Cherokee on Sunday. I'm going to start off with that. Hopefully we'll have a good day and hopefully we'll get some fish catches. I'm going to bring you guys along and we'll see what we can do that day. But as always, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Click that little bell so you get notified whenever I upload a video. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day and we'll see you next time.